Fans of Yellowstone are disturbed to hear that Kevin Costner might be stepping away from Yellowstone for a huge new project. Reports are out that the actor has his own Western drama in the works. So, here's everything worthy of knowing about Kevin Costner's Paramount new project. Be sure to stay until the end, as details on the Yellowstone spinoff will also be revealed. No one can deny Kevin Costner is a beloved legend. He's had several films over decades that have warmed our hearts and kept us at the edge of our seats, including The Postman, released in 1997, which was a post-apocalyptic flick about freedom-loving folks in the U.S. struggling against ruthless warlords. About a decade before The Postman, Kevin Costner starred in The Untouchables, alongside legendary Sean Connery. This movie hit 7.9 on IMDb. The plot revolves around legendary crime boss Al Capone, played by Robert De Niro, who runs Chicago with an iron fist during the alcohol prohibition years. Agent Elliot Ness, played by Kevin Costner, attempts to take Capone and his bootleg alcohol empire down. But this feat turns out to be more difficult than anticipated due to widespread corruption within the Windy City's police ranks. Another memorable post-apocalyptic flick was Waterworld, released in 1995. Costner stars as the Mariner, a man who has mutated or evolved gills to adapt to the water world since the polar ice caps melted and most of the globe is underwater. Although the Mariner is a loner by nature, he reluctantly befriends Helen, played by Jean Triplehorn, and her young daughter, then guides them to one of the last remaining areas of terrain on Earth. If you aren't keen on post-apocalyptic films, don't feel left out. Costner came out with a big hit filled with drama alongside Whitney Houston in a flick called The Bodyguard. This romance drama is a tearjerker starring Whitney Houston as Rachel Marin, the best-selling pop diva who is haunted by a stalker. After deep contemplation, Rachel hires former Secret Service agent Frank Farmer, played by Kevin Costner, as her bodyguard. Aside from the peril of having a psycho stalker lurking in the shadows, the diva also shows disdain for her new bodyguard duet to his hard-nosed security procedures. But it's not long until Farmer becomes an integral part of Rachel's inner circle. Kevin Costner tugs at your heart with Yellowstone. The smash hit series Yellowstone follows the Dutton family, led by John Dutton, who controls the largest adjoining ranch in the United States, under endless attack by those borders, particularly land developers, an Indian reservation, and America's first national park, and all the red tape from bureaucrats. It is an intense study of a violent world far from media scrutiny, where hostile land grabs make developers billions, and politicians are bought and sold by the world's largest oil and lumber corporations. Yellowstone is a place where drinking water is poisoned by fracking wells, and unsolved murders are swept under the rug. Yellowstone is a brand new look on the brand new reverberations of living in the brand new frontier filled with old-fashioned obstacles. And for the excellent work of the cast and crew of Yellowstone, they've been winners of 2019's, 2020's, and 2021's Western Heritage Awards. Writer Taylor Sheridan and Kevin Costner acquired the Bronze Wrangler Award in all 3 years. So, what's on the horizon for the star of Yellowstone? Well, the 67-year-old plans to get back behind the camera for the first time in almost 20 years to bring to life his own Western drama. The film is titled Horizon, and it's set to be an epic period drama that will span 15 years before and after the Civil War. It is set to reveal the expansion and settlement of the American West during the great realized idea of the manifest destiny. Aside from being heavily involved in the process behind the camera, Costner will also be front and center as he stars in the film. And Costner is truly in deep, as he will also produce and finance the Western drama called Horizon. Kevin Costner told Deadline, "America's expansion into the West was one that was fraught with peril and intrigue. From the natural elements to the interactions with the indigenous peoples who lived on the land, and the determination and at many times ruthlessness of those who sought to settle it. Horizon tells the story of that journey in an honest and forthcoming way, highlighting the points of view and consequences of the characters' life and death decisions." As for the big great news, fortunately, Yellowstone fans need not worry. The upcoming grand film is not going to take Costner away from his role on Yellowstone. Actually, Fans should look forward to the new movie Horizon, as Kevin Costner is the receiver of the Oscars for Best Picture and Best Director for his contributes to Dancing with Wolves. That film was honored for being the best film of the year. And now, more than likely, Horizon will be another legendary Costner film. Why would Costner leave Yellowstone? Yellowstone recently received a major awards nod. The Paramount series has received a nomination in the top category of Ensemble in a Drama Series at the 2022 Screen Actors Guild Awards. And it's about time. How many Wrangler Awards do you have to win to get true recognition from the Actors Guild? When word came out about the accomplishment, the mastermind behind the series, Taylor Sheridan, was quick to congratulate the cast. In a statement to the public, he espoused, "There's no bigger compliment to an actor than being recognized by their peers. Congratulations to our incredibly talented cast on this wonderful and well-deserved nomination." Since 2018, Yellowstone has constantly broken viewership records and was named the most-watched television show on cable. So, it's righteously timed for the cast and crew to reap proper acknowledgement from the Actors Guild. And now, there's a spin-off that's going to blow your mind, taking you back to Yellowstone 1800s, where Kevin Costner probably got more inspiration for his hit, Horizon. Word is out. Faith Hill and Tim McGraw are getting real steamy in the first trailer for Yellowstone spin-off 1883. Going off the trailer as well as inside reports, the new prequel series of the highly anticipated Yellowstone spin-off 1883 has finally landed, and it seems to be just as righteous as Yellowstone, and some. The plot is set nearly 150 years before the events of Yellowstone in the modern era, and this series, launched in December of 2021, shines a light on the Dutton family's humble yet turbulent beginnings in the Wild Wild West. From the Yellowstone clips that have been released, we see country music superstars and real-life couple Faith Hill and Tim McGraw recreate a legit couple in the early 19th century. The travelers will traverse through the Great Plains to the Wild West and radiate some steamy passions along the way in a fascinating representation of true love. Faith, 53, and Tim, 54, will play the ancestors of Yellowstone family, the Duttons, Margaret and James Dutton. The country music power couple will be joined by a number of huge names, including two-time Oscar nominee Sam Elliott, Billy Bob Thornton, Isabel May, and LaMonica Garrett. As the official description from Paramount Plus reads, 1883 is the origin story of how Yellowstone's Dutton family came to own the largest ranch in Montana. It is a stark retelling of Western expansion and an intense study of one family fleeing poverty to seek a better future in America's promised land, Montana. With an ecstatic aura, Faith Hill shared the 1883 clip on her Instagram page after it was released. "Every journey has its perils. Every legacy has its cost." At 1883 Official, a new series streaming December 19th only on at Paramount Plus. And that was all she wrote. Her fans swiftly responded to the comments section to express their excitement as well. In a consensus of replies, the masses' bottom line consisted of glee and anticipation of the release. But it all stemmed from the new age, old-fashioned Montana rancher, John Dutton, starting in 2018. The spin-off, 1883, as well as the upcoming cowboy western hit Horizon. But when word came directly from the horse's mouth, it was revealed that Costner has actually been interested in bringing the film to the screen for a number of years. And he's had his eyes on the prize to evoke the epic-scale feedback that he had from his multiple Oscar-winning classic, Dances with Wolves. Kevin Costner's Horizon is set to begin filming in Utah in the fall of 2022. Although not many details have been released as to its premiere and details whether it will air in theaters, via cable, or streaming, plans have surely been underway to make this script a reality for our screening pleasure.